So I'll try to. This is going to sound complicated because, well,
Stop
it is.
qualifying things as sounding complicated. It makes it sound like you're reading the lie before you even begin.
Miles, just it.
For a second.
Look, would you even call the last few weeks of our lives uncomplicated?
No, but I don't need to
Exactly.
qualify it
So,
as such.
look, fair. All right, fair. I'll give you that. But so you know how everyone's been kind of disappearing sometimes without the group, as in pop. The one
course.
second they're there, pop.
Of course I know. I find it incredibly irritating.
Trust me, you're not the only one. So initially, I thought that I was going to a hellscape or just an alternate space and time. And then Haribo had it happen to him too. And Winslow did, but Winslow doesn't remember it. That's why Haribo was trying to help Winslow remember it earlier when we were questioning him. And every time that we go, well, I don't know everything that Haribo saw, but the four of us, well, five of us if you include the dead lady, we might bring about the end of the world. Or we're heroes. It's hard to say because it depends on what we do. And I'm apparently really old because the place that I've been getting sent to and the place that Haribo's been sent to wasn't an alternate space, but Lego, stop. But a place back in time, my time, where I apparently am from, where I used to be just a regular tiefling kid, and I used to pray to the egg every night. I don't know what happened between then and when I ended up in this time, because after the last time I got sent back in time, I can't even tell you if it was really back in time or if he was just showing me that. Every time I went there, Hamlet was mentioned by a boy named Keffy, who I had been seeing at random ages. Me, Winslow, and Haribo actually ran into him the first time we got launched into the future.
Yeah, Kefi is. I know. I've heard of Kefi. This is out of character. Kefi is the son of the older poach Hari, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not actually saying anything. I'm just trying to remember for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, okay.
Go
Yeah,
on.
you recognized the name. For sure.
So Keffy is in child form kind of scary because he's got this whole ominous, I know you and everything about you. But then when I saw him as a teenager or a young adult, I don't know, he didn't really remember me all that much. He remembered being Sonny, who was apparently lost in that area. He saw somebody else. I don't remember who he saw the second time I went there. But he told me that Hamlet was his master and that he trained him to be someone that could probably kill all of us within a second of us knowing that he's there. And then he trained me a minute. And then I was back with you guys suddenly at the castle, beating you there. And that was why I was acting coy with you when you guys got back to the castle from the mission with Harold. Because I didn't know how I got there. I don't really know how it works. I don't know why it always knows to spit us back up around each other.
But you thought it completely irrelevant to actually tell us this at any point until now, of course.
Haribo, do you want to handle that one?
Miles, the reason why we weren't supposed to tell anybody, at least Zminiar and myself, Winslow doesn't seem to remember anything about it, is because we were told that it could end the world if we told anybody who hadn't seen Keffy.
An
And
interesting proposition, and you
We
just.
were told this by Keffy.
And why would you believe Kefi?
Because There's a lot that has happened to us already that many people wouldn't believe. So what are we supposed to do when something else like that pops up? You kind of have to play faith here. You, as a man of faith, should know that.
Well, I'm a man of faith for the Great Egg, not for just some random passerby that says that they're the reason I'm traveling to the future.
Well,
If
to
you
be fair,
knew where we went, this would make a lot more sense to you.
Right, but
Hold
you're
on.
already
Actually-
under his control. He's going to tell you whatever he wants to keep you under his control.
that's where I'm going to come back in. So, first things first. Do you remember when we first, or was it the second time we went to the future? Either way, do you remember me constantly trying to get the elf princess to admit to us that she liked or had feelings for Harold?
Yes, that's right. You were quite annoyed
That's
with
because
that.
we got married. He told me about it, and so I was trying to push the issue to get them to just do what they were gonna do anyways. And aside from being under Hamlet's control, let me just tell you why I look so beat up. Wait, do I still look beat up?
I would say, yeah, you look pretty disheveled.
So, like I said, Keffy trained me the last time, and he told me if I failed the training, he would kill me. So, on that end, it did feel like I was supposed to be working for Hamlet. It's why I was constantly trying to be around him and ask about him. And I was very much trying to dodge all of you until I found out knew about it. And then with this last time, when the lights went out in the ballroom, I got shown my past, at least a bit of it. I got shown... Well, I guess I should say that for last, but after a calamity happened, Hamlet threw me through some walls, told me he was going to show me the power of a god, and then he killed Gilly.
Okay, now you get to the meat of the matter. So Hamlet is the one behind this, according to you.
According to me, yes, but I think he was watching us that whole time. And I know you said I know you guys were just bringing up Faith, but isn't he technically supposed to be the closest one to the egg?
No, not him. You mean Pochari?
Not him? And isn't Pochari the only one that's really close to Hamlet?
That's more correct.
So, there you go. Right now, with what you just told me, because I honestly forgot about Pochari, I'll be honest. I think they're in it together. And whatever it is, I think it has something to do with the prayer. The only thing that I was shown before the murder of Gilly...
Did you say Hamlet said the power of a god?
Yes. I feel confident telling all of you about this because we're supposed to all be either the heroes or the destroyers. And at this point, we've already seen things that the future, or I guess the past version of Keffy, told us would happen. We've seen some of the things happen already. I don't know if we can even fight it. But I think right now your religious knowledge might be the one thing that might save us. And I will never, ever repeat that to you again. But, as I was saying, the last thing before he killed Gilly that I was shown in my vision, because unlike all the other times, I wasn't able to move freely. I was just kind of being held in place, forced to move and see what I was seeing. I was shown my mother and I doing the prayer to the egg, and then a voice said that we didn't do good enough, and they had to start over. And then rocks fell from the sky, big boulders on fire. And the place that the three of us have been going to whenever we blip out of existence is the end of my days. I don't know how I got here, and I don't know why I'm here. And I don't know what triggered that, but the prayer is all I got. And then Hamlet was here after the murder when he shouldn't have even been. Almost like he was watching us suffer or watching us fight, one of the two. I've never seen him old like that. So I don't even know if that's the Hamlet we know or a different Hamlet. Kathy said that he didn't even know if the version that I met was going to be the same that I would see again.
Well, you know, Hamlet in the future did supposedly go missing. It would be interesting if he went missing because he came back to our time.
Oh shit. Did not think about that. Wait, what happened while I was gone? You never did get to tell me.
We searched for Gilly. We spent the whole time looking for her. And for you.
Yeah, uneventful.
I was kind of hoping something would have given us a bit more of an answer.
No,
Because
really. I slapped the prince. Your dink freaked out a little bit.
My what?
The lady
Your
you dated.
dating partner.
My. Okay, when did she upgrade to date? Because I only have eyes for an elf.
She
Although-
said you guys were getting married.
We need to leave this town. No, wait, we can't. Sorry. Was there anything more important that happened? Aside from, the moment before I came back? Because literally, I came back as she was on the ground. When I saw her, when I initially saw her dying, she was thrown to the ground in a puddle. Kind of.
Well, I'd say that seems pretty accurate for how we found her.
Well,
I thought she was on the
now that
ground.
you mention it, we actually got transported to the future too.
And what did you learn when you were in the future?
Right, I feel like we should have told him this.
No, we didn't. We didn't have time.
Whoopsie daisy.
Well, you see, Harold and Cyrus got married. That's
Oh,
really
that's a
all
boy.
we saw.
That's not all we learned. They blamed
well,
you,
we also
Ziminia,
learned
for...
that whoever actually killed Princess Gilly, which I'm assuming was you, Ziminia, or at least Winslow and I found this out. Miles, I'm not sure what you found out, but Winslow and
that's
I
right.
found out that who is probably you now got their tongue cut out.
No, I was there for the wedding. There
You
was...
were there, but you weren't there to learn that Ziminia's tongue got cut out.
Oh. Wasn't I? I thought that was...
No, you
Okay.
went to go.
Yeah, I had to try and reach out to contact in the brief time that I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, you went to go check on your church and you realized it was being used as a storage room.
That's kind of rude, honestly.
Well, that's
I
what
don't
happens
care.
when you're not there.
So they blamed me. I guess that means we can change events, because unless they're about to come in here and cut my mouth out,
I mean, there's still a chance. Don't...
that is fair.
Yeah, don't count your chickens before they hatch, as the saying goes.
Yeah.
Oh, and Harold hated you.
Oh, come on. The one that I haven't pissed off yet, technically.
He called you a monster. But Gilly does have this really pretty garden now.
That's... I can't even say that's a consolation prize. What? So there was really nothing that we could have done to save Gilly, as far as we know? That really sucked.
Doesn't seem like it, no. And Haribo his eyes start watering again.
Before we figure anything else out, I think we should try to figure out what it is that makes us a target to Hamlet and why we're getting pushed back and forth. If anything, it's probably the egg. But at the same time, if it's the egg, why is Hamlet going against it? Or if it's not the egg that's moving us back and forth, are we against the egg? I really don't want
No.
to think that way, but
No, we're not.
I don't know anymore.
Don't worry, we're not against the egg.
You know what? I'll just go with what you're saying. And I was just supposed to find a cleric, and somehow I got wrapped up in all this crap.
I think what I'm gonna do at this time is, since I'm trying to prepare a gentle repose anyway, I'm gonna ignore the rest of the group for the time being and pull out some of the books that I got from the future describing artifacts. And I believe I had seen something about a church, an old church, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gonna try and look through the books again to see if I can gather any more kind of information about that.
Yeah.
Turns to
Right.
Xavier, and he goes, "Do you think maybe the cleric you're looking for is one of the ones who's working on Gilly?"
To be completely honest, I don't even know if he's alive in this timeline. Or, I guess, this time. What?
It wouldn't hurt to check, right?
I guess not. As far as I know, I was still an adult when that happened. So, but I don't really know anymore. I don't even know where to begin to look. I killed a guy and joined this team specifically to look. I figured that working for the Royal Guard would put me around a lot of clerics.